The trauma-karma connection. Nobody is talking about. What if the trauma you're carrying isn't just psychological? What if it's karmic? And what if understanding that one distinction could completely change how you heal? Today we're going into territory that most trauma coaches, therapists, and healers are simply not discussing. Because when you start to see trauma through the lens of karma, samskaras, and natural law, everything shifts. Stay with me as we explore some key points about the trauma-karma connection. This might be the most important reframe of your healing journey, where you realize how to overcome that which has been holding your progress back. We are living on a trauma planet. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. We are collectively traumatized, and most of us don't even know it. Think about what we're seeing globally: short attention spans, emotional unavailability, epidemic loneliness, addiction, narcissism, disconnection from nature, and an almost obsessive relationship with distraction and stimulation. These are not just social problems. These are hallmarks of trauma. In certain spiritual traditions, what we call a degenerate age is described by exactly these qualities: fragmentation, overwhelm, inability to access higher states of consciousness. Could it be that the age we're living in is actually a traumatized age? And if so, what does that mean for how we approach healing? Now let's explore trauma as residual karmic energy. Here's where it gets really interesting, and I want you to sit with this. In traditions like Tibetan Buddhism, trauma isn't necessarily the star of the show. Why? Because through the lens of natural law, everything is karma. Trauma is understood as residual energy from a karmic event, energy that hasn't fully left the system. That's a profound reframe. It means the frozen, fragmented, hypervigilant states so many people are living in are actually unprocessed karma, patterns from this and possibly other lifetimes encoded in the body, the psyche, the ancestral field. Ancient sciences like Vedic astrology, Jyotish, can even show this in a natal chart. They map the specific karmas a soul chose to work through in this incarnation, including the types of traumatic events likely to occur, and when the ripening, the healing, is meant to happen. So you're not broken. You are on a karmic journey, one that has a map. The concept of the drama triangle and the victim loop. Now, I want to talk about something that might be a little confronting. But it comes from a place of deep care. There's a pattern in trauma healing called the drama triangle, the interplay between victim, perpetrator, and rescuer. And without a framework that goes beyond the material, many people can get stuck here. The trauma is real, the pain is real, and it absolutely needs to be witnessed and acknowledged. That's non-negotiable. But staying identified as the victim, staying blended with that wound, keeps us in duality. It keeps us in the story of what was done to us, without access to the larger picture of why this happened and what it's here to teach. True healing isn't just decompression, it's transmutation, moving from fragmentation to integration to wisdom, trauma, karma, and where ancient wisdom meets modern science. And here is where it gets genuinely exciting. Right now, we have something extraordinary available to us. A convergence of ancient wisdom and modern neuroscience that is making trauma healing faster, deeper, and more multidimensional than ever before. Modern modalities like IFS, internal family systems, work with legacy burdens, the fragments of ancestral wounds we carry in our own system. Epigenetics confirms that trauma is literally passed down in our DNA and that it can be cleared. Approaches like the comprehensive resource model, somatic experiencing, and polyvagal work are helping people process what was once thought unprocessable without re-traumatization. And in Kalachakra Tantra, these practices have existed for centuries: mantra recitation, visualization, bodhicitta cultivation. These are not mystical curiosities. They are neurologically sound methods of reprogramming the nervous system, rewiring neural pathways, and escaping the gravity of samskara. The bridge between East and West, between ancient and modern, that is where the real breakthroughs are happening. Finally, let's look at the bigger picture. So why does this all matter beyond your personal healing? Because karma is collective. The trauma we clear in ourselves, we clear for our children, our ancestors, and our communities. This is the concept of morphic fields. What we resolve stops being the default energy we transmit into the world. The important fundamental to observe here is that patterns are at work, and we need to expand our current approach to see the deeper undercurrents at work. And here's what gives me the most hope. The very fact that trauma healing has moved from the margins to the mainstream in just 25 years, that is a karmic signal. It means the collective is ready to heal. The conditions have ripened. We are in a birth canal moment, individually and as a species. It might feel tight. It might feel overwhelming. But something is being born. Your healing isn't just for you. Every wound you transmute, every samskara you clear, every moment you step out of the victim loop into dharmic action, you are contributing to a higher collective timeline. If this has sparked something in you, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear where you are on your journey. You may be interested to join one of our tapasya, Sacred Fire of Purification immersions. And if you want to go deeper into the intersection of karma, consciousness, and trauma healing, make sure you're subscribed, because this is exactly where we're headed. For more information, please visit www.dharmastars.org. And we look forward to weaving with you more soon.